There's both a productive and counterproductive way to refer business to others. Let's look at that right now. With your Endless Referrals Action Tip, I'm Bob Berg. Referrals are typically very welcome, practically always by the salesperson, often by the potential prospect, though the manner in which it's done is important. Let's honor both people in the way we refer business. Ask the person you see as the prospective customer in this case if they'd like to be referred before you contact the salesperson to whom you want to give the referral. Susan mentions having a need for a new developer for her website. You might say, Susan, the person who does ours, Brian Kraker, is absolutely fantastic, very talented, responsive, and just great to work with. Would you like me to have him call or email you? She can now say, sure, either way would be fine. Or she might say, no, I'm not ready to hear from anyone quite yet, but I'd love his URL so that when I am ready, I can check out his work. Her second response clearly communicates that she's not wanting to be connected with him directly at this time. So if you were to simply tell him to call her, and he did, or even if he just emailed her, that would be an unwelcome surprise. Not only would it not be considered by Susan to be of value, and remember, value is always in the eyes of the beholder, not in our eyes, it would probably result in a diminishing of the trust she currently has in you. The same if you simply sent both of them a mutual email introduction without their first knowing, suggesting they get together on this. I mean, Brian might appreciate it, but obviously Susan would not. Doing this puts her on the spot, and unnecessarily at that. Obvious as to why that's a no-no. So be sure and ask first, then handle appropriately, which is the way that works best for the prospective customer. If she'd like an introduction via a mutual email, that's fine. It's also a good idea to let the salesperson know first as well, before you do that, and get his okay. Yes, because who knows what his current situation is. He might have too much on his plate at the moment and not taking on additional clients. Or there may be something else going on in his life that you or I simply cannot know. And we don't want to unnecessarily put him on the spot. Whenever you send a mutual email, again, only after both parties have agreed to it, provide a nice edifying introduction of both, and then let the two of them proceed as they choose. Example, hi Brian, hi Susan. Thank you both for being open to what could be a wonderful connection. Brian, as mentioned, Susan owns a very successful widget business and is very interested in updating her website. While I've already sent you her URL, it's www.susanswebsite.com. Susan, Brian has been my web developer for the past 5 years. As mentioned, he's the ultimate professional and a joy to work with. While you have his URL, again, it's www.brianswebsite.com. I hope things work out and wish you both much continued success. Best regards, Bob. That's it. Personable, yet brief and simple. Of course, you'll word it according to your particular style. If Susan had simply wanted Brian to call her, then you would have done it that way. Referring others is fantastic. Just be sure you do it in a way that honors and respects all involved. Today's action tip. Consider what you're going to say and or write when you connect and refer people to one another. Always do it in a way that adds value and continues to build trust. Remember, the way you do it is just as important as the fact that you do it. I'm Bob Berg, wishing you endless referrals the go-giver way. Meanwhile, visit endlessreferrals.com or just click on the link below for more information on how you can develop endless referrals for your business.